All right, yes, big up that man. But big up the absentees. Man, I was saying, I would have been here by myself, man.
Said manatees.
Manatees. Big up no absentees. No. Big up all the guards here and there, past and present. Yeah. But first of all, we're gonna talk about it's the last one of the year. So
big up Daddy Tommy Longley.
oh no, I did that already, but let's do it again. I did that right at the top of the show. Yes, a big, massive new guards. Salute to the man like Tommy Biz. Salute to the man like Tommy Biz. Yeah, just had a beautiful baby boy. And then obviously the next one coming, we got the man like Bad Company. Yeah, soon come.
We got 2 on the way.
Yeah, bro. 3 new little guards on the way, like, you know what I'm saying? Come on.
We're doing our thing.
That's what I like to hear. Just pull the mic back, man.
Yeah,
We're gonna get inside
We're
it.
happy, man. It's been a mad year, but yeah, man, happy to be here. It's been a while since I've been on the podcast.
Yeah,
and
man.
that,
Good
so,
to have you back, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm back on the last one, 2023 and that.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're gonna wrap it up nicely.
Yeah, and with that in mind, we're gonna keep it 2023. We're gonna talk about who's that?
Come on.
The man like One Will J.
Come on,
inside.
I'm back again. Come on.
So yeah, we're gonna talk about 2023. We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna talk about our top moments of the year. So who wants to start? We're gonna talk about our top moments of the year. Do you know what? I'm gonna since One Will J's inside, I think he's got some pretty decent ones to talk about still.
Right.
So One Will J, what are your top moments of 2023?
Well, I'm gonna start off slow.
Yeah,
well,
go on.
I went to the NAS festival, as you guys know, and I placed in like top 20 and something like that.
Doing what?
Doing wheelies competition,
Yeah.
competition. So like wheelies and stuff. Yeah, dangerous, but safe, professional.
Yeah.
Helmets and all that. But but yeah,
Keep going.
wheelies. But yeah, that's one of my top moments. Another top moment is I got sponsored by a brand that I've always wanted to be sponsored by, Collective Bikes.
Yeah.
I've been riding their bikes for like a year and a half, 2 years. Got my first one, I think it was in 2021 or 2022. I got my first one, but I was riding on like a Carrera before. But I got that bike, and then since I got that, I've just shot up. My following's got better. Like YouTube has got better as well. Instagram got better. So basically everything on social media.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got a video shoot with them soon. Got to do a couple stuff.
What have you enjoyed most about, like, since you got with them? What have you enjoyed most about working alongside them?
Well, working alongside them, I've enjoyed and I've just enjoyed being with like the group and seeing how it is really. Like they're really nice. Like we get along. The team that I'm in, we get along as well. We're just doing our thing, doing our own things. But when we come together, we know it's working time, business time. We have to do what we got to do.
Yeah.
Work. And it's nice, cool.
That's it. So, yeah, that sponsorship is coming in, boy. Look, keep that going. You know what I mean? Go on, tell us.
That I've been wanting to ask you, but I never got around to it, yeah? So, where do you see yourself? First question, 2 questions. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? And when it comes to what you do, yeah, what made you see, like, for example, it's like I see a lot of kids doing it, yeah, a lot of youngers doing it, and it's like a fad for them, and they get on it, and then, I don't know, they get a bit older and they move on to other things. What made you stick at it and be consistent?
Well, what made me keep consistent was like the goal I have in mind. So it's gonna mix up into what the other question you said. So because I want to be an influencer, like I'm trying to be an influencer, but I'm not trying to be an influencer that doesn't care about my following. I want to like help them and show them the right way to do things, not the wrong way to do things. Like even if you want to quit, just don't quit. Keep on doing what you're doing, and in the future it may get better because you never know. If you quit, you're never gonna know. So if you keep on doing it, you may get somewhere. Like I did. I thought that I wasn't gonna get anywhere with it, but like, thankfully, they saw me and they saw my passion, so they sponsored me in it. But there's been times where I've been like, is this really what I'm meant to be doing? Like, is this the right thing? Am I gonna get anywhere with it? But yeah, it's always like just keep on doing what you're doing, and you never know. Yeah, be consistent.
That's it.
Yeah, and then where I want to be in 5 years, I really want to start YouTube. Like I've started YouTube, but I really want to be consistent on YouTube. like I've got plans in my notes for what I want to do over next year, and I've got a couple of things that I want to do. I'm not going to talk on it too much because I don't want to spoil it, but I want to do a couple of things. But my main goal is to ride in America. That's the goal I want to do. I just want to ride in America, see the vibe out there, and yeah. But after that, I don't know yet. But along the way, I'll probably think of something else I want to do. Maybe travel the whole of Europe. I don't know. But you know, yeah, literally.
Yes.
My pick did that.
No, I'll jump on the back of that because for my highlights of the year would be after the NAS festival when James came back and he said, you know what, I didn't win. I was like, all right, cool. So what? He goes, don't worry. You see, the next one, I'm going to win that one. And then I'm going to win the next one. And you know what? That's what happened. So
Yeah,
quickly
I
tell
won.
them about that.
Yeah. Basically, there was the NAS competition, which was the big one, the big event of the year, right? And then I came back, and we had a big event called Bike Storms. It's one of the biggest bike rides in London for everyone, basically for everyone. It's not just for wheelies; it's for everyone to pull up, ride. So we ride around London, all that. But there's competitions, and I won the swerve competition in front of I don't know how many people. I can't even picture. It's a lot of people, right? So I don't even know. It's a lot.
Hundreds.
But yeah, hundreds, literally hundreds. Like there is a lot of people. I can't even see if it's thousands or hundreds. But yeah, I won that, and then a couple months later, in September or October, I think it was October, I won another competition, and I won a bike, and then I gave that to I think one of my brothers. I think I gave it to one of my brothers. Yeah, I won the bike and I gave it to one of my brothers, and I'm happy that I could give my brother a bike that I won. So yeah.
So that was one of my highlights. We got three in it.
Yeah, we got as many as you want, my friend. As many as you want.
How much time we have?
None tonight. The whole thing.
No. So my other highlight of the year is it's got to be Barcelona, Logroña, and you got to think of something else. And me never see nothing, bruv. Me can't see that. And obviously Bournemouth. Yeah. I think the Barcelona trip, because we were all there and not everyone could make it, but the guys that were there, we had a fucking show, bruv. The Barcelona show was it. And if you were there, you know what I'm talking about.
Shut down.
It got shut down, bruv. But and then Logroña, that was just jokes.
Yeah. that was an interesting one. That was jokes.
Side eye.
Jokes.
Yeah.
The kids anyway. But yeah, so and then the Bournemouth Reggae Fest, yeah, that just topped it off nice for the tour to end there. And I'm looking forward to next year. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, Bukai, as Mas would say.
Yeah, I'll piggyback off the end of that. I think the tour was definitely my highlight, like a personal highlight. But yeah, big up Anna Riviera for sorting that, for being our booking agent on that one. The tour in general, it was definitely a good experience for our first one, and yeah, looking forward to more of those and more of that. And you know what I mean, we live and learn. There were things. There was good practice, and there was other things that were not so good practice that we can learn from. You know what I mean? They say you win or you learn. But there was a lot of W's. There was a lot of W's on that trip, and there was a couple of teachable moments as well across the collective. So yeah, that was definitely one of the highlights. This show, of course, having this show has been, it's been a gift and a curse sometimes. Obviously, running around finding guests and all them thing there, but it's been fun to do. I feel like we've grown from the Real Rebel days to here. We've been growing. We've been just in terms of ourselves and how we are as presenters, as that kind of radio, personality type vibes. We've been developing our craft, but then we've also we've had good guests. We've had some dope guests, and that's another thing. We're gonna have before the year's out, we're gonna try and get a super cut of all of the best moments from the show in terms of performances, people that have come on the show and just tore up the mic. Like we had another two with high levels today with Bad Effects and Gav Marcus smashed it. You know, people like Jazzy Serious, people like, you know, Big Lion, Big Dav's the Big Lion, you know, Parky. We've had loads of people have come in to Tommy Biz. We've had people, Motion Hyrule, you know, people have come on and said alike, you know what I mean? There's been so many, like, I'm missing out so many people, but they smashed it. I'm going to tell you some more. I'm going to tell you some more in a bit, but go on, company. You got any?
Wait,
I know you got some big ones.
The one I got is I got one.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wait till the end because it's a bit of a sober one.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just let man just do their thing, and I'm gonna chime in. But yeah, no, I just wanted to off the back of that just say like one thing as Guardz we strive to do is stay plugged in, and that's one thing we're always gonna be doing is plugged in. Do you know what I'm saying? We're always going to have a voice. Yeah. We're always going to have an opinion. And we're going to express that in many different ways, whether it be through the podcast, the radio, the music, the events.
Of course.
Whatever we do, you're always going to hear of us in some way. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think that kind of sums up who we are. Do you know what I'm saying? We just do what we do. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, if there's a blueprint, is there not? It doesn't matter. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a collective, it's family. And we just come together and we just have fun. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So that's,
stands for something.
Yeah, that's the way I see it. It's like we're plugged in. So it's like you can't write us off. Do you get what I'm saying? Like we've got something to say. We're all intelligent people. We've all, you know what I'm saying, had our life experiences and been around the block, so to say. Yeah. That's what makes it unique, because we all come together and it's just like, it's like one of them mad trees, the tree of life. Yeah. You know the ones that I was getting too deep.
Trust me. You know what? Taking it onto like pop culture, away from like the personal thing, taking it onto some pop culture moments. You know what? One of the things that I thought was a really good moment this year was hip hop taking on the hip hop takeover of the Grammys. So this year you had the Grammys for 50 years of hip hop. Obviously, it was 50 years of hip hop this year. Yeah. Like that as well. That was a big moment. There was so many things around that, but like one of the big things that stood out was the Grammys. They had the Grammys. They had like a medley basically of like all these MCs and people from the hip hop past, present, and they basically like had like LL and like all these people just came out and did like bits of their tunes, and they did like a big medley. Excuse me. Check it out if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's about 8 minutes long, maybe 10, maybe even longer than that. I think it might have even been in parts. But there was like loads of people, like everyone you could think of. Yeah. So a little bit similar to, do you remember when Dre did the Super Bowl halftime thing? And he played all the people that he'd had on his records over the years. He had like Snoop and Eminem, and you didn't see that, right? So a couple years ago, was it last? Nah, it's longer than that. I think it might have been 2021 or 2020. Yeah. It was just after. Maybe it was last year. Yeah, maybe it was last year. So he had like a super cut of all of the big tunes that he made. Yeah, and
I saw that when he was
the Super Bowl thing. Yeah. He had like loads of people. So it was similar to that, but it was even bigger than that. It had like loads of people. Kendrick, Snoop. I think Snoop was on there again. Wu-Tang was on there. Like bare people. It was like everyone.
That's mad.
Like check it out. It was like the Grammys. They did like a celebration.
I should check out.
Yeah. So that's one of them. One of the things, a personal one in terms of me being a fan of hip hop, is Little Brother. Little Brother, they dropped a documentary this year which was all about, their journey as a group, and it's a mad story, and it's a madder story than it appeared to be in the beginning. Even if you know all of the ins and outs about Little Brother, if you know Little Brother is Ninth Wonder, Big Pooh, and Fonte, and these three guys met at uni. They became a rap group. But what was interesting about it, what kind of really resonated, is they came out in a time where we were kind of starting to make music as well. So there was a lot of things that I kind of related to in terms of they came out during that kind of LimeWire era, that kind of era where it was in that space between what we are now.
It's like 04, 05?
Yeah, so they came in that space between where it is now, where it's like, everything's online, that digital space, the digital music, and they were the kind of last of that kind of that era where it was like everything was on CD and everything, when boom bap was kind of like big in that space, and then all of the kind of chingies and all of that took over, and
that was a
that weird time, you know, that
for
weird
rap,
time
for hip hop.
Yeah,
it was a
but
weird
then
time.
because they spoke about like one of the problems that they had. Obviously, they got signed to a major label, but like one of the problems that they had was that at that time radio changed, so a lot of the big radio stations were buying up the small radio stations. So then they couldn't. There was no more kind of like small underground artists being played on local radio, because all of the local radio stations got bought out by conglomerates. So they were like, no, you have to play this, and this. So there was like, they called it a hip hop apartheid, where it was kind of like you had all the big artists playing on major radios, and the only place for like these smaller artists to be playing was on things like, you know, like OK Player. That's where people used to find out. You know, OK Player is the Roots. In the early days of like social media kind of thing, the Roots had a website. It was a forum, and people used to post on message boards. Check my tune out and da 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 da. So it was like it was the Roots website, but then it turned out into this hip hop space, and that's where people found out about Little Brother. That's how people first. That's where Questlove found out about it, and that's how he got involved in it. It's a mad story, bruv, and it's just like how they kind of fell in that gap between, you know, boom bap, like old school, you know, golden era hip hop being on, like playing on the radio all the time, to like not playing at all, and certain artists, you know, that were coming out at that time not being played anymore, and they got signed to a major, but because in that time it wasn't the thing anymore, it was like too late. And it was like they were as good as some of the other, like the Tribes and some of these groups, but they couldn't bust because of that. So
but they picked up like a cult following, though.
They did, and that's the thing. I think they didn't realize how influential they were being until now, because obviously in the film itself, obviously he was showing all like, you know, Drake, Big Sean, and all these like artists who like have been influenced directly. Drake actually said that early on in his career, like he was trying to spit, when he come out, he was trying to spit like Little Brother. And you kind of, in the tunes where he raps on boot, like you can hear that kind of Fonte, he got something like where he's kind of that kind of similar style. So, you know, I think that, that watching that documentary kind of was like a full circle moment for me, because it not only could I relate to it, but it was also like something that, you know, resonated in terms of when they came out, and I was thought, why is this group not bigger? Like,
Bro,
you know what I
swear,
mean?
I
Watch
think
that
it
if
was-
you ain't seen it.
Without saying the platform that you watched it on, where could we find it?
You can find it on YouTube. But you said don't say it, but you can. I'm gonna tell you straight up, because it's like
Why are we promoting YouTube? Like, that's what I meant. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Without
Yeah.
saying with a platform. where-
Yeah, but YouTube's model isn't as fucked up as Spotify's model. Like, I feel like people are like, YouTubers get paid money if they're killing it. They're getting paid, like, do you know what I mean? I feel like if you're not killing it on YouTube, you're not getting paid. If you're killing it on
YouTube
YouTube,
are like the police, like you gotta just learn to just.
Literally.
Yeah. So I think, but with Spotify, I feel like it's not the case. If YouTube operated, if Spotify operated like YouTube, people wouldn't be mad. But it doesn't. It operates in this next way where it's like, you should be glad that you get 2p for like stream. Like, hey, here's my Spotify Wrapped. I got 6 million streams. I only got like 200 quid. Like, you know what I mean, or whatever. Obviously, that's not.
Even playing field.
Yeah.
In that sense,
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's like, it's kind of like, oh yeah, the numbers kind of like are mad, like you just said,
Say that again. Start again.
I said it's an even playing field, though. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, because everyone.
Yeah. Everyone's just like, listen, you're gonna work hard. You gotta be, do something maybe other people don't do. Yeah, but whatever your content is, do you get what I'm saying?
You gotta find that gap. That
yeah,
niche.
yeah. You got the chance. It's not like YouTubers saying, oh no, you don't have the chance. You just gotta play by the rules. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's for that anyway.
YouTube, listen, I know YouTube are strict, but I feel like their model is at least a bit more like lucrative.
Yeah,
It's a bit more lucrative.
Oh, than Spotify.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
not even
yeah,
close.
I would say hands down.
Yeah,
I would
it's
say
not
hands
even
down.
close.
Off of the back of that though, before I forget, one, you said memorable moments of 2020.
Go on, do it.
Melly Mel.
Oh,
Did you have you covered that?
No.
You ain't covered that.
No.
Okay, yeah, Melly Mel.
Go on, say it.
The
Tell
Eminem
for
thing,
the
bro,
listeners
the
that
Eminem thing.
don't remember. Because that's
How
hip-hop
could
is
you
50.
not? Yeah, well, I listen. Melly Mel, yeah, I still respect you highly, yeah, bro. Like, one of the founding fathers of hip hop, yeah, and the message is always timeless, yeah. I can probably go home listen to that, but the Eminem diss, like, what happened? Why? Number one, I don't know why, how it even came about. All I know is that I'm on YouTube one day, and I'm on YouTube one day, and all my feed is just like Melly Mel, Eminem diss track. So I listened to it, and then there's a bag of reaction videos as well, innit? Yeah, so everyone's just reacting to it, and it's just like what is this, man? Do you know what I'm saying? Why did you even do it? Like, I don't even understand. I mean,
it was kind of cringe, bro.
Melly Mel.
It was kind of cringe.
It was.
And he apologized after as well, so he knew it wasn't.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I saw he apologized, bro. He apologized. I'm pretty sure he did. Why you apologize after this track, bro?
Because I was like, oh shit, Melly Mel made a diss track.
Sorry, man.
No, because it was.
It was like rehearsal.
It sounded like something like he made like back in the day.
Yeah.
Like some Run DMC.
Yeah.
Down.
Yeah, it was dead. It was dead.
Yeah. That's what it was just like, raw. Because I thought, oh, Melly Mel, you made a diss track to Eminem. This has got to be good. Because it's Eminem.
Eminem even respond.
No,
I don't think so.
He just looked at it like,
Nah.
He's
Nah.
like,
Try.
Yes, Eminem's probably saying like, oh, you know, that's like my drunk uncle at the party.
yeah.
Just, hey, unks, man, allow it, fam. I don't want to wild out on you, bro. Like, well, I will if I have to.
Hey, before we go over, so you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, on a serious note, I don't think we can end the show without actually highlighting what's going on right now in the world. In Gaza, Palestine, do you know what I'm saying? It's been, well, since October the 7th, like we've just, every day, you know what I'm saying? How can you not bear witness or even acknowledge what's going on? It's, sometimes I'm lost for words, but for me, I feel like wrapping this show up with that, it's only right. It's befitting, because at the end of the day, you know, it's Christmas time, New Year, everyone's supposed to be celebrating, and you know, listen, there's madness going on all over the world, but for some reason we're seeing this unfold live in front of our eyes. You know, our feeds, Western media, mainstream media, they don't cover it like
in the right way.
In the right way, but because of the internet, they can't hide it like they used to. Do you know what I'm saying? So more people are waking up to what's going on. Which is good.
That's the difference now, isn't it? It's like compared to like, obviously this has been going on for, you know, decades.
Yeah.
But like what's been different this time is that the internet has not allowed the propaganda anymore.
Yeah.
Like we're seeing things in real time, and people are seeing things in themselves, and the lies don't work no more. Do you know what I mean? The lies can't work. Like people, like you see how many people are taken to the streets weekly.
And that's one thing I'm happy about. Well, I won't say happy, but that's one thing is like, yo, I see a post the other day, and it said like, don't become normalized to this stuff because it's not stopping, right? And and it's affecting us, yeah. So it gets to a point where it's like, what do I do? Yeah, because I'm not gonna stop seeing this. Yeah, there's not much I can do apart from protest. Donate. Speak up, share, spread awareness. But even then, the people that need, the people that we need, that have got the power to do something, it's like I've always say always reaching them, and it's just like it's just, you know, ignorance, or not even ignorance, just like they're not hearing us.
It's not on their agenda.
So,
Well, it is on their agenda, but it's not on their agenda like that.
No, so I mean that is quite worrying, because I think we're at a pivotal kind of moment in just kind of like, you know, society and where we are in the world right now as a human race. We're at a very pivotal moment, and how we move on. You know, I would say, I don't even want to say after this, because it's just like, you know, obviously we want it to stop, but it's just like,
where do we even go from here? Like, that's what's worrying. It's like I don't know where we go from here. Like I don't know like what it looks like, and we can all sit here and be like, oh, my ideal, like ideally I'd like this to happen, but it's like what's actually gonna happen, and that's what's worrying, because it could go either way. It could get worse. it could get worse in terms of like it could spread. Like the whole thing could spread, and even in terms of like, you know, the people that need it the most. So there's people that are trapped, and it's like, what can we do to help them?
Yeah.
What can we do to help them?
Yeah, literally. So I mean, it's just like, yeah, I mean, rolling into 2024.
Yeah.
You know, I think, you know, everyone, you know, and you know what? It's good to see that the internet has woken people up. And yeah, the internet's a tool like that. You can either use it for good or you use it for bad. And yeah, boycott. Yeah, that's one thing I want to say as well. The boycott thing is working. It's actually working. So everyone who's not boycotting, that's listening, do the knowledge. Go and check the list. Don't be ignorant, man, because that money is literally going towards death. You know what I'm saying? So stand up for something, or you're gonna fall for anything. That's what I'll say. I'll leave it on that.
Yeah, let's leave it there.
And we'll wrap it up like this. We say thank you for joining us this year on Mode FM. Mode London. I always call it FM, but it's all right. It's the mangles. It's the mangled. No, but yeah, big up all the people that have been listening over the year. Big up all the Guard members that are not here. You know who you are. We love you. Guards up.
Guards up. Salute.